Let's get this party started. Let's get, I don't know the words to that song. Hey guys, it's Devin, and today I'm going to be trying out the custom cover drops by CoverFX, and I'm going to be doing a first impressions on them. I am super excited because like a week ago I saw like some of my favorite YouTubers making videos about it and using it, and it looked so great, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it out. So I picked these up about a week ago, and it's been killing me because I've been wanting to try them so bad, but I wanted to try them on camera for the first time, so I've been having to wait till I could film, but now here I am, and it's a wonderful day. So I picked these up at Sephora, and I'm a little concerned because they color matched me in store, and I was apparently the lightest shade, which just seems weird to me because I don't feel like I'm that pale. But, you know, I guess we're gonna find out. If you are not familiar with what these are, they're basically pure pigment drops, and then you can mix them in with, see how it's a dropper, like medicine, but I wouldn't recommend drinking it. So you can mix these in with your moisturizer, your face oil apparently, and I didn't even know face oil was a thing, maybe I live under a rock. Your primer, basically any face product that you're already using that of course like isn't powder. It essentially turns it into a foundation because these are the pure pigment drops, and then so you get the benefits of like your normal face products, and apparently it's supposed to be like a lightweight type of deal, but you still get like all the coverage. They are really customizable, so it's kind of like a system where it's 1 to 4 drops, and like 1 is the lightest coverage and 4 is like full coverage, so it's nice, you know, you can pick. So that way it's like really versatile, you can use it with a ton of different things, you can make it look a ton of different ways, and I think that's pretty cool. And they have like pink undertones, neutral, and golden undertones, and they have a really large variety of shades, so there should be something that will match everyone. Today I'm going to be trying it out with the Laura Mercier foundation primer. I'm using this because this is like a really unique texture. It's like a primer, but it's not really silicone, it's more just like moisturizing, and I want to see how it will work with it, so let's just go for it. I have this empty plastic jar, and I'm actually going to mix it inside the jar so I can keep the rest of what I don't use and like, you know, reuse it, because I feel like that's economical. And this thing is almost empty, so I'm probably just going to use the rest of it. Let's see if I can get any out. Oh! And I know this looks like a lot, but I'm not planning on using this all today. Since I did use so much, I'm going to go ahead and put 4 drops in it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of smells like paint, which is comforting. I'm just taking the end of a brush because I'm ghetto, and I'm just going to swirl this around, and I'll show you guys up close what this looks like in a second. Okay, honestly, since I use so much product, I think I'm gonna add like 2 more drops. So that is what it looks like mixed together. You can tell that it definitely took the pigment pretty well. It still looks a little bit translucent, but I guess we'll see how it looks on the face. Okay, this isn't doing anything. Like literally nothing. Like, okay, I guess using this primer was a really bad idea. So, because yeah, it's not giving me any coverage. So that's good. Okay, I guess we're gonna try it with something else then. So I'm just gonna go ahead and mix some with my NYX Photo Loving primer. This is more of a silicone like primer, so maybe it'll work better. I don't know, that was very weird and very disappointing, and I'm not a happy camper. But I'm just gonna do this on my hand because I used that jar and I don't know how I'm gonna get that stuff out because I don't want to throw it away. So just gonna do 3 drops. And then I'm just going to mix this on my hand. This is so weird. It's not really, okay. Alright, now let's try this on my face. Round 2, here we go. much better. This is so weird. Oh my gosh. It like, cause it feels just like the primer because it is the primer. And also just mentioning, I obviously don't have anything else on my face aside from that little bit of the other primer that I tried to use and miserably failed at. I've decided to not try it out with any concealer or anything, just so I could see how this works basically on its own. Okay, it's definitely giving me coverage, but not as much as I was expecting. So I'll probably go over it with a second layer after I finish this first layer. So now I'm just going on with the rest of the product that I still have left and just kind of applying it as a second layer. Then I'm going to blend it out with a brush. This is just a really small stippling brush. I also feel like combining it with like my regular color correcting concealers and like just my normal concealers, it would, you know, definitely work a lot better. Okay, so now what I'm actually going to do is kind of make it into a concealer and just go over a few of the spots that coverage didn't, you know, get quite up to what I wanted. So I'm just going to take the lid and put like a tiny bit of this primer in there, just like a dot. And then I'm going to add 2, maybe 3 drops. 1, 2. And I'm just going to mix that together with my hands. I'm sufficiently happy. I also feel like using a beauty blender would work really well with this, but mine is currently dead and I'm intending on purchasing another one very soon. But yeah, I guess this is my match, which I think is really weird because I'm not, I don't know, I just don't really imagine myself as being the lightest shade in a range, but whatever. I'm still really ticked off about this not working. That was very weird, but yeah, I mean, it's a learning experience. Learn from my mistakes. It doesn't work with the Laura Mercier foundation primer. I feel like it actually set pretty well because I was kind of worried that since it is like a silicone-based primer, it wouldn't really set very well, but I am going to apply a little bit of finishing powder over it to make sure that it doesn't like slide around. Just using the Be a Bombshell Smooth Criminal Finishing Powder, and it's basically just silica. There ain't nothing special about it. I don't know why, like why did they make this packaging so small you can't even like get into it? But I'm making sure that I especially hit the places that don't already have powder on them. But basically gonna hit everywhere as well, but those are the parts that I'm focusing on. So my first impressions, like my first interactions with it, is I feel like it is pretty natural, which is nice because it gives a good amount of coverage, but it's still like, you know, it still looks like skin. It does cling to my dry patches a little bit, which I think would change if I were to use a moisturizer with it instead of a silicone-based primer. But yeah, so since this is like a normal first impressions, I will check in with you guys in a few hours and, you know, hopefully a few times throughout the day and let you guys know how it's holding up. So I will see you guys later. Yeah, so it is now 6:35, so it's been 3 hours, and I've been doing homework all day because college is great. I have no idea if my phone is focusing, but the more I look at my face, I'm looking at my face in a mirror right now, the more I look at my face, the more impressed I am with this stuff. I feel like it looks really nice, and you know, I can vibe with looking like a vampire. So far so good. I mean, I haven't been doing much to make the foundation like fade or like whatever. I'm doing any crazy activities, but you know, it's been pretty good. I don't see much wear in it, and I feel like I can touch it and like I'm not gonna die, you know. So that's a plus. But yeah, I will check back in with you guys later. This is a good angle. I should always film from this angle. Oh my god, there are so many people on the street and I'm sitting here talking to a camera. Look, I'm out and about, not in my room. Should be so proud of me. It's like 7:45, so it's only been like not that long since I checked in last. But you know, we got some front camera quality. But still looks good, it still feels good, and I'm gonna stop recording because there are a lot of people out here. Let's just take a moment to appreciate this lighting. So I just wanted to make a really quick update. It is now 9:45 and I feel like it hasn't really faded. Look, there's some different lighting for you. Ooh, so washed out. So good. It is now 10:30 and this is my last update before I take off my makeup. It has like not faded very much. The only places I like think it's possibly faded is just like the very center of my face, like right here on my cheeks, and excuse my eyelash trying to come off. But it's lasted really well and I'm sufficiently happy with it. So yeah, I like this product. I recommend it, and that's all I have to say. If you like this video, then be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel because it makes me happy. Thank you guys for being here and I'll see you next time. Here, let's just do the other one for good measure. So satisfying. I think that was rotten egg. Oh my god, it's still in my mouth. I can still taste it. I can taste it. I can taste it.